Vicky here with you, and I've been watching Kylie Coo and seeing her new series of making a positivity deck, and I thought it was a great idea. So I prepped out my cards, my playing cards, and she did the first set. So I'm using the diamonds for that, and she used some sprays and stuff, so I thought it was a great time to use up some of my fabulous Tattered Angels sprays. So I pulled out a bunch of different ones. This is Parsley, this is Vine, then Luck of the Irish, Pot of Gold. As you can see, I'm going for bright colors. I've got Sugar Plum, which is a bit darker, but just want a bit of it. And then I have Patina. Actually, Sugar Plum is Black Cherry now. So I thought I was gonna just put some stuff on here and see how it goes. I'm really fed up of here it's been snowing and it's been so cold that I'm looking for spring, and the fact that I'm going with those colors, I guess. I just need a bit of happy, a bit of color in my life. Okay, so, and the first one is Relax, and I find that one of the things that relaxes me is sitting outside and reading a book and then enjoying my pool. And obviously in the middle of the winter I can't do that. I do enjoy my spa, which is a nice thing to have, but it's not the same as enjoying the pool. So I'm just enjoying the process of putting this together. I've got a brush air here. I've got another one here. This is weird. Where did those come from? With a pair of tweezers, I can remove it. Doesn't want to go away. Okay, I got it. Yay. Oh, I love the addition of the bright yellow. So I'm thinking I'm gonna just kind of spray it this way. And that might be what I do for the next stuff as well. I really like doing them. This is a fun thing to do, and something I don't think about doing. We'll dry those off because they're quite wet right now. You can see them curling up. And I love Tattered Angel sprays because of the shimmer they give to everything. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, this is nice. And again, I think I'm just gonna Bit where it didn't go, where it didn't land. I really like that. I like that a lot. A lot. I'm just wondering if I got some something else to brighten it all up. Got French vanilla. Just pale. You can just see the shimmer that it gives. To prep them, I use some very cheap washi on the back because I found that when I use masking tape it would tear my cards up, so I didn't want to do that this time. That's why I used some of the really cheap washi that doesn't really hold much. I figured I'd have better luck on this. These are old cards and they didn't have really the plasticky finish that you usually find in cards, which was kind of nice. So on the side that has the playing card, not the back side, not this side, but the other sides, I actually didn't sand it at all. So I'm thinking I just want to add a bit of the copper. Copper accent, just because I love copper and I really love copper gold metallic, and these days I find that using my fingers this way, it's quite relaxing actually. It feels like being a little kid and playing. So obviously I don't want all the cards to be the same, but they really can't because the sprays don't land on them the same way. And even as I'm putting the copper on them, it's not all the same. I really love this finish. You can still kind of see some of the cards through it, and I think I really like that. Like right here, you can see some of it. Here a bit. I think I'm good with that. I don't think I want to cover the entire thing. Now the question is, do I want to add anything else to this, or do I call them done? Kind of like all the different layers. I don't think I want to add more. I'm thinking that these or probably my first series. So I will let these completely dry, and I will change to my my desk and work on the card about relaxing, and I will share it with you guys from there. Okay, so I'm back with my dried cards. So I'm gonna remove the washi tape, the cheap washi, and hopefully it won't damage the card too much. Technically it shouldn't because it's really cheap, but see, it did a bit here. Because like I told you, my cards are not, they're vintage cards, and unlike usual cards that are shiny, these are not. They're not plasticky, so that's why it's doing that. Which is why as well I didn't want to put masking tape, because I figured it was going to totally destroy them. And as I can see, I was right. It would not have been good. So remove the washi. Anyway, there's going to be some sort of something on top of these, so I can always cover what's happening. But it did a pretty good job here. As you can see, it's not bad at all. So I'm sorry if you're hearing my husband shouting in the background. He's trying to get the kids to play a game, a board game with him. It's kind of cool. So we've got all the cards separated, and I just need to pick one to work on. So I'm just gonna pick, I don't know, maybe this one for the first one. So this here, I'm gonna put in one of my little fins that you always ask what I do with. So this one is a Spider-Man one. Oops. So I'm gonna put all of these in here, and this way I keep them and I don't lose them. And I can make sure to have them for the next time I do one, because Kylie Coo is going to be doing this on a weekly basis. Got a feeling that I might be doing 2 weeks at once sometimes, because of the fact that I work full-time, and because we don't know the prompts in advance, it's kind of hard to get this done. I still need to do the booklet that she does, and I guess I'll show it to you the next time around. So I picked out my Jade and Davenport. I figured those colors go with this, and it would be cool to put on this. And I'm really into watercolor these days. I don't know why. Probably because I've never really played with it before. Sorry guys. So just gonna play with this. Try this off a bit. You see, as I'm drawing it off, it's pulling itself apart again. And I just find, I don't know, there's something about doing watercolor, especially probably because I'm a newbie and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. but I just find it very very relaxing. You don't know what exactly is gonna go. I'm trying to find some colors like the green. Maybe I can use this palette. This is okay, that's not good. There goes two of my colors actually. As well as a brush. So this was one of them. And where did the other one go? It really went flying. I'm gonna pause and find it. Okay, so this, I'm back, and this, what I wanted to tell you is that this palette is from Koi Watercolors. It's one of the first palettes that I've purchased. It's okay. It's not, I prefer actually the Jane Davenport and the Prima that I've just shared with you. But I've got it, so I want to use it. And I forgot to do a swatch on that one, so I'm gonna just try to swatch some of these colors because I don't want to put them on the card and then be miserable that they're not the colors I was looking for. So those are too bright. Maybe this one. No, still not the right green. Mine is more like olive. Maybe a bit more like this. Yeah, I'm thinking that one is better. Oh, and one thing I wanted to share with you was that oh my god, I'm such a mess. I'm using artist brushes that are very cheap from the dollar store. They're actually a pack for $3 because I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to be spending a lot of money on brushes. Just having fun. So, and I don't think I'm ever going to be a real watercolor artist. Just gonna play with color and have fun. I like the way they flow. Maybe something like this. Let's dry this off a bit. I'd like to use some sort of gold. I don't know what. I'm not quite sure. Wondering if I should use some sort of, well, actually it's more copper that I'd like to use. So a copper. A copper pen. I should have some. have this, which is the decor writer. It's not copper though. It's more gold. But this here I purchased at Dollar Tree, so very cheap. It does give a bit of glimmer. That's what I'm looking for. So I think I like that, and I think that it's enough for what I want. Kind of like that finish. It's definitely not the type of finish that Kylie did, but I guess that's the point. We're all going to be different. So now the next thing I want to do is write my message. So in my case, I like having quotes. I really like having quotes. And so when I read that that it was actually supposed to be about relaxation, I figured that it might be that I could find probably a quote that would be good for that. The one I found that I like the most is, the time to relax is when you don't have time for it. And that is so true. And that's the thing. When my life goes crazy, I tend to forget to relax, and that's something I need to start doing more. So now I've pulled out my fountain pens because I love them. I adore them. And this one is a brown. So it's too light for what I want. Got an orange. I don't know about that one. One of the things I asked was to get some ink for my pens, and so I got some inks, and those are Winsor Newton that my dad purchased, and they're all in color. So I took pens that would fit with the color of the ink. So I know that this one is supposed to be orange. Come on. I know it's flowing. So let me find a pen and I'll be back. Okay, so I practiced with my pen, and I'm thinking that this one should go well. It doesn't always do all the letters the way I want, but we will still try it. So what I did is, what I love is to try to use some old paper, because I think it's going to look better on this. So I pulled out the first few pages, and I'm gonna try to write on this. So wish me luck. And I like that. Writing with a fountain pen, I find, makes me think more of what I'm writing. I don't know if it makes sense, but to me that's what it does. So I kind of like that. Just make sure it's dry. And I didn't want to write directly on the watercolor because it might reactivate the watercolor, and that's not what I'm looking for. So time to hopefully it's gonna fit. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to write it out smaller. But this is kind of small for me because I usually write bigger than this. So like this. You don't have time for it. I like that. Now it's just going to be a question of putting a border around it to make me very happy. So I'm going to glue those down. So this is taking me out of my box, making me try stuff that's different, as in using my own handwriting this way, which is something I don't do a lot of, but I'm trying, really trying, because I guess that's the souvenirs I'm going to be leaving to my kids and everything, right? If it's not handwritten, it's not the same thing. I'm just hoping that they can actually read what I write, which is something in itself, because when you write like this, it's not, the letters are in it's script, basically, I think, in English. French is the lettres attachées. It's something that the kids don't learn anymore, basically. My kids learned it at school, and then when they went to high school, they were told not to do that anymore. So I don't get it. But anyway. So maybe some brown. Because I like the brown aspect of this. So I really like that. Now I wonder if I want to put any other little element, and I think I do. Some sort of doodling. Because I can, and because they're there, and because doodling like this, it's just, yeah, relaxing. Doing just little dots like this, I mean, it doesn't take much of anything at all, but I like that. So this is my card for this week for the positivity deck for first week, and I'm looking forward to doing more of these. So hope you will join us in that. Go and check out Kylie Coo, if you don't know her already. Amazing artist. And she's got really great ideas. So looking forward to this. Bye everyone.